Comcast is a company that's primarily known for its cable and broadband network. You might also know them because of network television and maybe their streaming service Peacock, but they've been absolutely taking the theme park world and the industry by storm. And they are absolutely destroying, they are simply eating up all kinds of market share from Disney right now. Their Q4 earnings results showed the investors that they need to take a serious look at the company because of how aggressive they are in theme park expansion and new park development going forward. Management noted on this particular earnings call that they were always looking at ways to expand their theme parks, and it's a business that we wanted to deploy a lot of capital into. It sounds like Universal's getting ready to play. And we absolutely need to dive even deeper into this, so let's get into this revealing quarterly meeting. Here we go. With Universal Studios Hollywood and the expansion that's going on there with Super Nintendo World, well, you're going to see that opening in February of 2023. And of course, Universal Studios Orlando expansion is shortly to follow. Epic Universe is actually set to open sometime in summer of 2025, and from what I've heard, it's ahead of schedule. Comcast is also setting its sights on 2 additional theme park areas, or entertainment venues, located in Frisco, Texas, which sounds like a full-blown theme park, and in Las Vegas, which will be basically a permanent installation of Hollywood Horror Nights. Currently, the company already owns and operates 2 theme parks in the United States, and they also have one in Tokyo, one in Singapore, and another in Beijing, China. With the opening of Epic Universe in Universal Orlando, Comcast is leveraging all of its brands to the fullest extent in direct competition with Disney. Well, it is the theme park capital of the world. Now, the expansion plans came with a hefty price tag, and some of the earlier reported estimates are saying that Epic Universe itself, it would essentially double the size of all of the Universal offerings in Florida. And based on the land mass, I would say that's probably 2. But it also came with that hefty price tag we were talking about of $1 billion. I will say this. Disney spent $1 billion just in the development of their Star Wars area alone, so I would say an entire theme park, well, that seems like a bargain. Comcast's theme park business model has been a major bright spot for the entire company. In fact, in this most recent quarter, it generated another record EBITDA. The company's balance sheet looked solid with a consolidated net leverage of 2.4 times and a lot of free cash flow at $12.6 billion in 2022. Now, of course, the theme parks themselves are a heavy investment, but judging by the way the business has been performing following the global crisis, it has appeared that Comcast theme parks expansion projects were capitalizing on pent-up demand. Well, there's no arguing with that. Across the entire theme park industry, there are positive trends afoot. Attendance has been high, and theme park attendees are also spending much more per visit, per capita, than, they have ever before. And a lot of that can be attributed, obviously, to inflation, but according to some decision-making intelligence done by Morning Consult, and their weekly survey of Americans' comfortability in visiting theme parks, well, it's at its highest level since the beginning of the pandemic. What's more surprising is this is set on the backdrop of a recession, so it's impressive indeed. NBCU's theme parks were thriving without implementing the tiered admission price like rival Disney. Disney had, of course, and has long dominated the theme park game in the United States, with many of the visitors to their parks staying for at least a week to make use of all the available entertainment options. Conversely, Universal Studios in Orlando was usually viewed as a 3 to 4 day park, and that is something that they want to change. NBC's new children-focused theme park located in Frisco, Texas, and of course the Hollywood Horror Nights themed concept in Vegas would be obviously on a smaller scale. Although in Frisco, they have room to grow, and in Vegas, well, things change there overnight. So both of those concepts initially are far less expensive than an Epic Universe style park. And according to the outgoing CFO Mike Cavanaugh, the two new parks are a sort of a test with the consumers to see what their appetite is for new concepts. And of course, those could actually be expanded internationally. Cavanaugh said that the peak spend for theme parks would likely be around, well, now, 2023 and 2024. Well, it makes a lot of sense if you're planning to open something in 2025. And the theme parks business was a bright spot in, obviously, Comcast quarter. Costs, of course, are rising in a lot of different business segments, and it's hard to ignore that the cash-burning business of a streaming service needed to be replaced, and something else needed to be relied on. Currently, Peacock only has about 20 million paid subscribers as of the end of 2022, and the biz actually racked up about $1 billion in adjusted EBITDA losses. So Cavanaugh said the company expected Peacock losses to be up considerably to about $3 billion in 2023. I don't know how long you can continue to burn cash like that. So Comcast stock, of course, along with most of the media industry, has been outperforming the broader market so far in this current year. Well, maybe up until recently, as these numbers are coming out and investors are starting to panic. But I think that'll be a trend going forward for a little while. Now, this year is going to be a balancing act for all of these companies, with Comcast, of course, included. And investors are going to be paying close attention to how Comcast and other companies in the streaming space are juggling their DTC costs versus their other segments. But for now, it actually looks like the theme park industry is a thriving segment for Comcast Universal. I don't think there's any arguing it. But hey, what do you think? Are you excited for the new Epic Universe theme park? Are you excited for the other two options coming to Vegas and Texas in the near future? Are you willing to travel across the country to see a brand new theme park that has never been built before? Feel free to fire your answers down in the bottom there in the comments section, and hopefully we can have a conversation there. In fact, any commentary down there, including the word hello, really helps with the algorithm here, and I know I really appreciate it when the channel grows. And it can only grow with your help. So do be sure, if this is your first time here, to hit the subscribe button and turn on that bell icon for notifications so you don't miss any content, live streams, or even shorts that are produced here. Additionally, feel free to share out the content to anybody you think would appreciate it. I know that helps me, and as I said before, other content creators that are seeking growth. And with that, I just want to say thank you and remind you to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. And don't forget to check out my Rumble at rumble.com/CultureCasino.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.